Welcome back from the break for another weekend of the LEC, and I'm joined by the victorious bot laner Carrzy from Mad Lions. Hey Carrzy, thank you so much for making time for this interview.
Hello.
Hello, how are you? And congratulations on beating Schalke. And there are actually some things that I do want to ask about the game, but first of all, I do need to ask about Ahri. Like, we haven't seen this lady in the LEC since like 2017. What was like the variables and reasonings behind the Ahri pick, and did the pick go as expected?
So, we picked Ahri because Humanoid wanted to make all the girls proud, and also he thinks that it's really strong. And then those are the only two reasons why we played it today.
Okay, I think those are valid enough reasons. And speaking of bot lane, Schalke actually had a very strong pressure on the bot lane, something we kind of came to expect from Schalke. How did you try to repel this pressure and make sure that this didn't thwart the rest of Mad Lions' plans?
We just kinda greeded 2 times when they were diving us, and we didn't ask for resources. We thought that we can outplay it, so we can gain more on the map. But like, sadly it didn't work out well in the end.
It does sound like you do have some thoughts about the performance of the bot lane in the last game. If you could reflect on the previous Schalke game, what is like the one thing you would change, especially in the laning phase?
I was playing kind of at the laning phase. I was underperforming a lot. And there is not much to change. My team played really well. It was just me playing a bit worse. A lot worse.
Still, Mad Lions did have a great performance, and I think there are many reasons to be happy with the victories ever since it brings Mad Lions so closer to the players. One last question, Carrzy. Speaking of bot lane, Kaiser said something interesting 2 weeks ago that you two guys have been trying out new things in the bot lane and limit testing in the first half of the season. And with the regular season closing to the end, can you tell me more about the experiments and evolutions that this bot lane has experienced throughout spring, and whether you think it was successful?
Me and Kaiser, we started playing a lot more without being scared. So we died a lot more in comparison to the last 2 splits that we played in LEC. Well, I think we learned a lot, and most of the games there is much less pressure on us ever since we started doing that. So I think it's a great success, to be honest.
And I'm so glad to hear that. Thank you once again, Carrzy, for this interview, and best of luck for the rest of the spring.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And after the short break, we'll be back with Misfits versus Astralis. So